Hi everyone. So today we are going to do something really different. I am actually sharing two of the most amazing immunity boosting recipes that you can actually make and change the way your breakfast and your morning starts. So here is super tasty, super yummy recipe. We are going to make it together today. It's a little different things than what I have been doing. The only thing that I've started doing this is so that you can actually learn that healthy food can be tasty. And one thing I want to share is immunity is not something which is achieved, by just drinking a shot of some green juice or inculcating immediately. Immunity cannot be achieved. So it is a practice, so it's a journey. Every day whatever you eat contributes to your internal health. How is your health coming up? And then eventually your body becomes immune to viruses, to other diseases, to infections, and so many other things. Why? Because the healing power inside the body has automatically increased. I've always told people that there is no such superfood which can give you an immunity booster immediately. But of course there are superfoods, there are junk foods, there are packaged foods, and there are so many other foods. But here at Heal and Beyond, we focus only on the food that is going to give us something, because what is in it for me. Today we are making two things. One is mint tea, second is quinoa raisin bowl. Firstly, let's speak about mint tea. We all have known this from our ancestors and from our mothers and grandmothers that mint has been a superfood when it comes to removing congestion, removing mucus of your lungs, nose, throat. When we take steam, sometimes people put mint leaves in that steam. So it would be really amazing and empowering to have a drink which contains mint, which is super tasty and is a good replacement for your everyday milk tea. And as the weather approaches, this is a super weather when mint is grown all over India. So why not include it in our regular meals? Second thing is raisins. So if anybody of you know what is a raisin, can somebody share what I mean when I talk about black raisins? So what is this exactly? This thing here, right here, it's दाख बोलते हैं, मुनक्का बोलते हैं, raisin बोलते हैं. What is it actually? What is the reason? I can't get you, Bhairav, I'm sorry. Reason of what? Okay, anyway, so raisin, I'm talking raisin, not reason. It's raisin, this one right here. What is this? It's a dry fruit. What is that exactly? Can anybody share? Yeah, this is a blackcurrant raisin. It's one of my favorites. I got it from Nasik. One of my family friends stays there, so they they got us this beautiful long raisin. So guys, okay, let's not waste too much time because we just had 20 minutes. Raisin is actually dried grape. And what is the benefit of grape when it comes to our health and the lung health? COVID-19 has really affected our lives, and when I talk about natural foods and our body organs, lungs actually make a constitution which is exactly like grapes. Yes, grapes are superfood for lungs. When I was in Australia, we actually had a lot of people coming in to whom we were giving grape juices like every single day. If you have asthma, grape juice. If you have any severe breathing issue, we start with grape juice, or we make them eat grapes, one bowl of grape every day. Now as the season has gone, so no, we do not have fresh grapes anymore. So my suggestion to all of you is include dried grapes in your daily life. And I am actually going to share an amazing, super healthy recipe which you can use every single day for your breakfast, or simply soak the munakkas and eat. That's what our dadi, nani, grannies have been telling us. That's one option. But then if you want to change and do something different, we are going to do super amazing blood sugar balancing. Yes, it's actually diabetes friendly. The only problem here with diabetic patients is you're supposed to monitor your blood sugar levels. You're supposed to take only 3 to 4 dates in the morning, and you have to observe what raisin is doing to your body. And with diabetes it comes a little more complications, like you have to completely stop refined oil, you have to completely stop so many other things. See, fruit is never a problem when it comes to diabetes, when it comes to BP, cholesterol. Fruits are amazing, juices are amazing, raw food is amazing. But So now we are going to do something superb with the black raisins, and then we are going to make a mint tea. Let me show you the ingredients. Alright, so here we have, so I'm using this, I've soaked this black raisin for around 3 to 4 hours. You can actually soak it overnight. And then I have cashews. Okay, so this is split cashews. I'm going to actually soak cashews for 2 hours. We are going to make a milk which is from this superness, and the milk is super creamy. And I have actually cooked quinoa. Quinoa is, all of us are familiar with quinoa. It's a pseudo grain. It's not even a grain actually, it's a seed, and it's gluten free. And we're going to use this cooked quinoa in this recipe. And I'm using apples here. You can go for mangoes also, but I really like the combination of apples and black raisin. That's why I'm going to use it. For sweetening my cashew milk, I've soaked dates. Dates are super awesome. Phosphorus, iron, magnesium. This is some cinnamon powder. I'm using actually vanilla pod powder. It's one of the super ingredients. And actually a pod looks like this. So I have this fancy pod, somebody gifted it to me, and then I'm going to just show you what does it do. So this is a vanilla pod. This actually is the ingredients of a pod is this. So you get powdered consistency, and when you open the bean, so this is a bean, you get the pod, and you have to use it as a powder. This is actually real vanilla. So when I talk about vanilla, I always ask them to either take a bean or a powder, because vanilla essence is again super processed. We don't know about the quality, and so many questions are raised. So firstly, what we are going to do is I'm going to make cashew milk, and I'm using a simple blender here. Just going to put some soaked cashews inside my blender. I don't have a blender here, so I'm going to go back and do a quick blending thing. And then what happens, I would actually like to answer this even if you're not asking. What happens when you're actually soaking the nut? When I'm soaking this, when I'm soaking the cashews, what is happening? A simple thing is happening. It is coming back to life. It was dried for our future purpose uses, and now it's coming back to life, and it is magical. Do you know that when farmers are actually sowing seeds, they first dry the seed, then they soak them, and then it's like a very beautiful blend of everything together. So in this is cashew milk preparation going on. I'm adding vanilla pod powder, and we have cinnamon. I love cinnamon, so we're using cinnamon. Super for diabetes again, if somebody was asking. And then I'm adding dates. So these are soaked dates. If you see the consistency, they're completely soft, and this is super tasty also. So I'm adding the dates inside my mini small blender, and what we're going to do is I'm going to add in few water, a little bit of water, and I'm going to be back with a beautiful milk. Oh my god, the smell is amazing, just too good. The consistency is something like very thick. You actually should make something like this only when you are making this raisin wonder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a mixer, and I'll put everything inside this. So here goes your rich cashew milk with super awesome stuff like vanilla pod powder. The floral smell of vanilla is the game changer for me. Like, I make smoothies and I put everything is like vanilla. So my mom calls me like, you're a vanilla addict. I'm like, yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, so I'm going to give it a go. Then, my god, it's brilliant. Okay, then I'm adding the cooked quinoa inside it. So I'm adding 5 tablespoons approximately. You can change as per your liking. So it's like this yummy bowl of awesomeness. I want it to taste like porridge. So the milk is natural, normal milk is actually full of hormones and what else. I even don't know much about it, but yeah, it's containing a lot of harmful things, especially if you're buying it from a packet. So that's why I prefer using plant-based milks. Then we have this super awesome black raisins, and putting it inside a little bit. Few of it is, yep. Then, so this is almost ready, okay. Then I've told you it's a very quick, easy one. It doesn't take much of my time, and it's one of the best breakfast alternates. Then I'm using a little bit of apple. You can use mangoes, you can use chikus, you can use bananas, whatever is available at your place. And the best part about this one is you can actually refrigerate it, like this pudding or whatever you want to call it. I call it quinoa bowl. You can actually refrigerate it and it is brilliant. The next day it's more tastier because the entire flavor is inside each and every bite. So I'm adding roughly chopped apples. Yay! Okay, I'm going to take a little time because not an expert at chopping, but I'm trying my best. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll have a look at them in the end. And also, I'm going to post this entire written recipe on the page so you can have a look and make this awesomeness. Okay, so this is full of awesomeness, and now we're going to do the plating, which is one of the most important parts. So I have this quinoa raisin bowl. I'm putting it a little bit of quinoa, and okay, then I'm plating it with blackcurrant, whatever raisin you want to call. This actually tastes best when it's fully chilled. So make sure that you are then you can put a little bit more if you want. And I'm going to deep freeze it for some time. You can normally just like refrigerate it also, your choice. So overall I have actually used around 12 to 15 black raisins in this. It's not complicated, it's really simple. The best part is the awesome food is when the least of processing is actually involved. So whoever is watching me live, I'm here, hi. So this is something which I've created out of black raisins. It's delicious and I'm soon going to eat it. Lots of. Okay, so now if you have any questions, this is the time you ask, and I'm going to actually go and boil some water for the next recipe. Cool. Oh. So this is something which has been my savior, and I love quinoa. Quinoa is superb. It is full of protein and it is so much goodness in one bowl. You can have everything you need. This recipe does not have anything processed. I'm using wholesome real sweeteners, and I'm actually trying to make it most healthiest ever because see, the immunity and the food and everything makes a lot of difference. When we talk about black raisins, actually, you know why black raisins are better than green raisins? Has anybody ever thought of it? Like, why you should have black raisins and why not green or yellow raisins? It's really interesting. I mean, I was like, I never knew all this stuff, but when I started studying it, I got hooked. Like, oh my god, this is really interesting. How can you just simply know? So anybody wants to join in and answer that, or should I go ahead? Okay, so actually black raisins are simple to dry and processing is least. But when it comes to green and yellow raisins, they have to add color so that the raisin looks pretty as always. And when the customer or whoever is buying the dried raisin, it is still looking beautiful when water is added. So yellow and green raisins have a lot of processing more done than a black raisin. So you know what to use and what not to use. One more tip is always wash your dry fruits. They have sulfur, they have some kind of coating on them. So it's always recommended to soak your dry fruit, throw the water, do not need to keep the water, then again soak it for 5-10 minutes in new water, then you can drink that water. But it's really important to throw the first soaking water. Should not consume it unless you own a farm and you have all that stuff with you. Alright, so again, one of the awesomest things I really love about mint is it's very fresh. It breaks all your depression, mood swings, and gives you that serene, blissful flavor. Okay, so somebody is asking black raisin cool by cactuses especially for summer. When you're soaking it in water and when you're not eating a lot of hot spices, you can actually consume dry fruits because they are basically fruit only, but that was dried. And I have been sharing this because it's specially for the lung health. And I had explained it before that why raisins are so good for lung health, and I'm going to post one post after the live to explain why. Okay, so let me have a look at the questions if there are any. Can we do it in coconut milk? Yes, we can absolutely do it in coconut milk. I love it, but the only key to coconut milk is you're not supposed to heat the coconut milk. The properties of coconut milk completely changes when you're heating it. So take care of that. You can use cashew milk, almond milk, coconut milk, oats milk if you really know how to make oats milk. That's important. Chintan was asking raw vanilla, pardon please. Okay, so raw vanilla is nothing. It's a vanilla pod. So this is a bean. I'll show you again. Do you want to? Okay, no problem. So this is a vanilla bean. Okay, cool. So this is a vanilla bean, and this bean has pods inside. That pods are actually, oh my god, the smell is so strong. But then this is the real vanilla pod powder, pod bean, just simple pods also you can get. So try to source those. Online you'll get it easily. That is what the real essence and the flavor of vanilla is. You can simply put it in anything you want. Will you please share something about cholesterol myths and facts? Oh yeah, sure, next time. Hey, cool. Cost of this, I don't know, Bhairav, but I think you can actually go and check different types, whatever suits you best. The only key is when you get it home, just soak them in water when you're using it and throw the water. Then again soak it for few hours and use it. Quality is something which is really difficult to find these days, but it's up to you, like whichever thing fits in your budget. No pressure. Okay, so cool. So my water is already warm, hot actually, piping hot, and I'll show you the ingredients of this super blend. And so mint tea is really a game changer. I really suggest you to have it almost every day. First thing every day, because it's available. It's seasonal. Mint is everywhere in India. And don't overdo it. If you're feeling cold, if the mucus is still inside you, I would suggest you to take an overall look at your lifestyle, entire routine, and not just, it's not just single thing which will make you healthy. It's part of the journey. This is something I'm sharing because milk tea is really, really not good for your health. It's like, I don't want to comment much on it because it's a contradictory topic. But mint tea is the best replacement that you can actually use, and we are going to infuse it. So infused teas are really better. I'm not saying that you can only have infused teas, but infusion actually makes the process also very tasteful. and the ingredients which we add in the infuser makes it really slow. And slow cooking has always been in our culture. Anything which is made slow, which is consumed slowly when you're eating, is more beneficial for you. That's why I have showed you the infusion part here. If you're comfortable with infusion, it's fine. Otherwise, you can simply use a nice gas or whatever you have, and you can boil the tea. It's absolutely fine. So let me show you the ingredients. Cool. So this is fresh mint leaves, really small ones. So about mint leaves, you have to get something which is small. So this is micro. So when you get micro leaves, they are not that mature. They are very sweet in taste, less bitter. Mint is a little bitter. I have lemon. I have ginger. This is a black salt granules, which I really like to use because they taste well, and I trust the process because when the powder is made, it's less trustworthy. This is pink salt. You can use normal salt also, which is natural and not processed or not refined. This is jaggery powder, and I have an infuser with me. In this infuser, we have this pretty cute situation here. What we are going to do is we are going to put everything inside this, and then we are going to pour hot water. I'm using not all of these. I'm going to use a little bit of things like, okay, I'll come closer. So I'm going to use fennel seeds, I'm going to use star anise, black pepper, that's it. And we will have a superb tea. So let me get some hot water. Okay, great. So I have everything ready. I'm using a handful of mint leaves. I'm literally putting okay, let's just not use mint leaves before everything else. I'm putting the dry ingredients first, okay? So I hope it's visible. So we're putting raw fennel seeds, half TSP inside it. I'm using 7 to 8 peppercorns. I'm using 1 star anise. It's a pretty cute stuff. Okay, so it's going inside the infusing kettle. Then I'm going to use a little bit of ginger. The best part about ginger is it is super for your lung health. It's literally the best thing to remove the congestion, and you can immediately feel the effect. So I'm grating it so the taste becomes more prominent. Oh my god, the lights. So there's a little fluctuation here at my place because it's apparently raining here, but I hope I'm live. Okay, cool. So I'm adding the ginger. Cool. So I've added a lot of ginger. Then I'm adding a lemon drain. So this is something which provides the flavor. Then we are adding a lot of mint leaves. A lot of them. As much as I can fit in this. Okay. So next thing is, what we are going to do is, I'm going to add piping hot water. Okay. Till the time it's full. So this is having a capacity of at least 3 glasses. So we'll have 3 glasses full for us. Then I'm going to shut this off, like fully shut it off, and let it infuse for a few minutes. And meanwhile, I'm going to have a quick chat with you. Till the time it's infusing, we have quick chat. Whatever you want to ask, this is the time. Okay. Let me answer the questions. Cool. So everybody's an expert at teas. Nobody has answers or questions. And the slow process of infusing the tea is actually one of my favorite methods, because the key here is it's not too strong. It's like you're drinking a flavored hot water. which is super. You have to wait, to get the infusion on point. And meanwhile, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this lid, make sure that everything is mixed really well. So, where I go? Oh, the smell is so nice. Can't even share. There should be something in the technology, right, in which we can actually share the smell also. So I'm waiting for the color to actually hit the water. So if you see, a little bit of green color is already coming in the tea. We're going to wait till it sits in properly. And I was thinking to taste this from a long time. So meanwhile, I'm going to taste this super awesomeness. My god. Very good. Love it. Okay. 50 people are alive. So meanwhile, what we are going to do is provide some flavor to our tea. It's best if you drink it like this, but because we are replacing it with our morning hot tea, afternoon hot tea, so I want to add a little bit of flavor, which makes it very easy for you to drink. I'm adding pink Himalayan salt, very little, not too much. I'm adding a granule, like literally a granule of black salt. Then I'm adding approximately half tablespoon of jaggery powder and lemon juice. See, the key here for lemon juice is you should not have lemon boiled on a boiler. Lemon is not supposed to be boiled. So I'm putting it in the glass. And our tea is almost ready. See, for best taste, you have to really keep this for a long time. I mean, till the time it's hot also and it's tasty also. I'm going to use this spoon to grind all my ingredients so that the tea is getting all the flavors that we have put. So it's mint, it's fennel, it's star anise, black pepper, ginger, everything. So let's do it. Look at the color. It's pretty. The color of jaggery has dominated the color of our tea. But trust me, this is super delicious. You can have it, I mean, almost twice a day. It has simple ingredients. It's simple, quick and easy to make. Plus, it's super for our lung health. Something hot is always good when the situation outside is not so safe. So, I've almost shared everything I've got for two super food immunity recipes today. I hope you make it, like it, share it with everyone, and share with us if you have some new concoctions. I'm more than happy to acknowledge any of it. And have a nice day. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Yes, almost everything done. Right, bye. Have a nice day.